Everyone, this is the third release of our crochet along. So today is the release of the puff stitch mitten. I'm just going to wait for everybody to start joining me. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great this morning. I'm going live again to talk about the crochet along, MJ's Merry Advent Calendar. So today I've released the third pattern in the crochet along. So this is the puff stitch mitten. It's so cute. So the pattern is now on my blog and the YouTube tutorial is on my YouTube channel. So I will work through the pattern step by step with you through the YouTube video. So make sure to go check that out. I have the blog post linked in the description of the video, so you can go and check that out. There's also a sign up if you want the supply list. And there's also links if you want to purchase the ebook with all 6 patterns, and that is on Ravelry and Etsy. So everyone just that's joining me, say hi. Let me know where you're from. Let me know if you've been doing the crochet along with me. So far we've done our little textured mitten, and so many of you have made this mitten. There's been tons showing up in the Facebook group, and the video now has, I believe, about 19,000 views. So it's really, really popular. And then our next pattern, which I released on Monday, was the little textured stocking. So that was the second pattern. So for the crochet along, we're supposed to be making 4 of each pattern. So at this point, you should have 8 in total done for your advent calendar. So you should have 4 little mittens and 4 little stockings. And now we're on to the puff stitch mitten. So the third pattern, and you're going to want to get 4 of these little guys made to fill up your advent calendar. So everyone's starting to join now. Kim's from California who's joined us. Oh, and someone has joined us from Alberta and Alabama. And some people here are excited to say they can't wait to make the puff stitch one. So the next one that will come out Monday will be the matching puff stitch stocking. You can see that here. So we're working our way. We're almost halfway, and then we have the striped patterns to come at the end. And I have someone joining too from Cambridge, Ontario, not too far from me. I am in Lakefield, Ontario, and someone's joining from Orlando, Florida. So anyone who's in Ontario will have probably experienced the snow with us. We now have a big covering of snow. I can't believe the snow is here already, but it does make things seem a little bit more festive and a little bit more Christmassy, that's for sure. I'm just going to grab my advent calendar and show it to you if you're just joining and haven't seen what I'm working on. Let's pull it up here. So this is the tree ladder that we're using to put all of the stockings on. So you can DIY this. There's a tutorial on the blog to do that, or there's links where you can purchase them on Etsy or Amazon. You can get one already pre-made. But I have all of the measurements that you need for your sticks to put one together yourself. I also posted just a little easy stick star tutorial, but you can pick up stars, at a craft store or the dollar store. But if you want to get crafty and just make one, you can do that too. So this is how we're displaying all of our little stockings and mittens. And I filled them with little chocolates, but you can add whatever treats you want. And the numbers we've linked as well. I've just purchased little numbers from 1 to 24, and they come with the twine so that we can attach it all. It's really a fun project to get us into the Christmas spirit, and it will be ready for December 1st for you to display for your family or a gift, whatever you decide. So this morning I'm here. I just want to answer any questions. So if you have any questions about the textured stocking, since you've already been working on that, or if you have any questions on the textured mitten, make sure to pop those in the comments. I'm not sure if anyone's had time yet to take a look at the new pattern, but if you have any questions on that, make sure just to pop them in the comments, and I'll get answering questions as soon as they come up. someone just commented here. Thank you for the stick star. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist doing a fun little tutorial. I made a big mess all over my kitchen table making it, but it was a lot. It was a lot of fun just to do a fun little craft. My daughter saw it and she wanted to make one too. So I've got to get her collecting some sticks for that. I have someone joining me this morning from Italy. Wow. Hello. It's amazing how we can come from all over the world to get together and enjoy crocheting together. So everyone said that easy so far. That's great. I'm glad everybody is enjoying the patterns and finding them easy to crochet. My daughter has been working away. Emma, you can pop in here. Emma's with me this morning. This is my daughter. For those of you who haven't seen any of the lives yet and joined us, my daughter Emma's working with me and she's working on, you're still working on mittens?
I'm doing the puff one now.
Oh, she is working on the puff one now. Did you do a stocking? No, she didn't do it. She's just doing mittens. So, and that's fine too. You could fill your entire advent calendar with just mittens. Emma doesn't want to do an advent calendar. She's a rebel. So she's just going to do ornaments, correct? Yeah. So yeah, you can use these for ornaments. You don't have to make the advent calendar if you don't want to. You could use them as little present toppers or just ornaments on your tree. So really whatever you decide. It is 24 is ambitious. You need to make 24. So if you don't want to do all 24, then that would be a great idea as well. So I'm just checking out. I have someone joining us from Brazil, from Quebec. Good morning, everyone. It is so nice to see everybody joining us again. And Sandy says, it's nice to see you again, Emma. And she's wearing, let's talk about our sweaters. She's wearing one of my sweaters this morning. So this one is the So Soft striped raglan sweater. This pattern, it's a bit of an older design, but it is a big time favorite. It comes all the way from like, I think I go right down to like a toddler size 2 all the way up to adult sizes. So it's a nice pattern and it's really made in this really, really soft yarn. The original yarn I used is discontinued, but something that's very similar, if you're familiar with Lion Brand Feels Like Butter or Butter, it's just like that. And I noticed that Michael's has a similar yarn now as well, that it's just this really, really soft, I don't even know exactly how would you describe it, Emma? It's almost,
I don't know.
Like it almost reminds me like a velvety, but not like the Bernat velvet, but it's
almost like a baby blanket feel, but really, really, really thin.
Yeah,
and it's like toned down from the baby
blanket.
It's
so soft. But yeah, if you're familiar with Feels Like Butter, that's kind of what it's like. So that's a good substitute for the yarn. Originally, it was a Mary Maxim yarn, but it was just, I guess, a special, so they didn't keep it. But I loved it. It's like so soft. And I'm wearing my necklace is all messed up. I'm wearing the Rocky Mountain color block pullover. That's what I'm wearing today. And I love it. And my husband complimented me on it this morning. So it's always nice when your husband compliments your sweater. He's like, you made, and he always forgets. Like, it's like, he watches me make this stuff, but he forgets. He's like, did you make that? That looks like a store-bought sweater. He's so funny. I'm like, yes, I made it. Yes, I made it.
It really does though. Like with the stitch and how thin it is.
And it's a fingering weight. And what I love about using fingering weight for garments is that it's so, like, it is so light. Like it really doesn't look like it's crochet, I don't think. And that's why he looked at it and he didn't even realize. It's really light and has great drape. It's just a really nice sweater. Plus it's super easy and quick to make, which is even better. It's on my YouTube channel. So if you are interested, this one actually, the one that Emma's wearing, is on my YouTube channel as well, but it's in the toddler size. So, but it is there if you're interested in looking at either one of those patterns. So let's see some more questions here. Oh, it's 4 in the afternoon in Roma. Let's just check when it's 4. It's later in the day there. So yeah, just after 10 here. Can you share the link for your favorite crochet hook and favorite yarn? We will do that. So my favorite hooks are I would say my favorite hooks are the Streamlines from Furls Crochet. So yeah, Emma will share the link. So there's so many different kinds, like colors to choose from, which is what I love. I was getting Emma to pick out her favorite because I wanted to order her a set for Christmas and get her the nice hook case. So this is the hook case. I think I maybe showed you guys this last time, but it holds all the hooks. And sometimes some of the hook cases won't hold the furls because they don't have big enough slots. But this case is nice, and then this piece just like folds, like goes right in. So it's like a little travel clutch, but I find them super handy for storing my hooks. So I had Emma pick out, and it's so cute, and you can get them in black as well. So Emma went and picked out, so her favorites were the Supernova Galaxy and the Polaris Galaxy. Should be using my affiliate link.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can use the code MJs15 if you purchase. Now, Furls does have a Black Friday sale coming up soon. So make sure to keep an eye. If you're not signed up for my emails, make sure to sign up for my emails because I will be sending out information on that. But if you use code MJs15, anytime you can get 15% off those hooks. So Emma liked the Supernova, which I believe this one's a Supernova. It is hard to see the color, but it's sort of a bluey, purpley, pinky swirl sparkle. And the Polaris was your other favorite, I think, when you were looking. Yeah. The Polaris is really pretty. It's like a pink swirl. It has like a gold sparkle in it. Very, very pretty. So all different colors to choose from, which is really nice. My favorite yarn, that's a hard one because I have so many favorites. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I have so many favorites. I think it would be really hard to pick just one. One yarn that I guess I would use really frequently is Bernat Softy Chunky. I love Bernat Softy Chunky for my hooded blankets. So that's my yarn of choice for those designs. Let me think of maybe a favorite worsted. Oh, I have a few. It's hard. I really love Brava from We Crochet. That's one of my favorites to work with. And what I love about Brava is it comes in solids, tweeds, stripes, speckles. You can get the worsted. You can get it in sport. So I really love it. Plus, I love a Mary Maxim one that I really actually do love the Mellow Spun DK. I love, love, love this yarn for a DK weight yarn. Has a really nice sheen to it. It's really nice. And let me see here. Also, their Starlet worsted is really nice. I did a mosaic blanket just recently in the Starlet. What I like about Starlet worsted, it's a little bit more plush, I think, than some worsted. So a little bit on the heavier side. It's really nice and plush, but it's super soft. So it's another favorite. And they have some really pretty shades. But yeah, so those are a couple that I really love. I'm sure I could go. I really love this fingering weight that I'm wearing, this palette fingering weight from We Crochet. Really great for garments. I also made the Waffleicious cardigan in that yarn as well. What is the name of Emma's sweater again? So Emma's sweater is the So Soft striped raglan sweater, and it comes in toddler, child, all the way up to adult size. So someone says here that they wish they could crochet garments. Your work is just beautiful. You definitely can crochet a garment. I would suggest if you want to look at maybe a first garment, maybe go look at the Lakeside cardigan, which we just did the crochet along for, because it's a really simple one-piece construction with a really simple stitch. Tried to keep it pretty basic. So yes, go try that out. And a lot of people have made it in the Facebook group. They've been posting their pictures. So if you want to try a garment, maybe try that out. Plus, there'll be tons of help in the group um, on making that if you have any questions at all. And I'm just going to keep going through comments from Belleville, Ontario, which is really close to me. She says she did the puff stitch one already. They can be tricky, but so beautiful. Need some practice. Yes. So the trickiest thing with the puff, let's get back kind of to more on topic. Talking about the crochet along, and today's mitten release is the puff stitch mitten. So the puff stitch, even I can sometimes struggle with the puff stitch if I make the stitch too tight. As soon as you start trying to pull through, if your hook will not pull, these are tips for you, Emma, since Emma's working, Emma's going to be working on it. If you do not crochet the puff stitch loose, it's going to make you crazy because you'll go to pull through. There's 9 loops on the hook. So if it's too tight, you're going to really struggle to get your hook through. So giving that hook with the yarn a tug, like every time you're yarning over, give it a tug it right up, keep it nice and loose. It's better to go too loose than too tight and not be able, because I even find, even if you get all those loops on the hook and then you can't pull through, even getting them off the hook to try it again is a pain in the butt. And I have done it because I'm sometimes, not paying attention, and I'll get doing it too tight and I'll struggle as well. So that's the trick. But once you get a groove going with the puff stitch, it is super pretty. I actually have a lot more patterns planned still in the puff stitch. So learn the puff stitch. I have a hat that I just put out not that long ago, the pebble puff stitch hat, which is the same idea. And I've got a few more things coming with it. It's so pretty. So when you're doing a puff stitch, you puff chain 1. So that's a puff in your chain 1's counting as 2 stitches. So after you've made your band and you've worked up to your 24 stitches, you're doing a puff, you're chaining 1, skipping a stitch, doing a puff. And then each additional round after that, you're working your puffs in the chain 1 spaces. So once you have that first round established, it's pretty easy just to see where you work into the chain 1 space around. So then you get sort of that offset. The puffs are offset each round. So it looks really pretty. And I just did a simple single crochet thumb. So we didn't try to do any more puffs in that little tiny space, just some single crochets. And yeah, they work up so quick. Emma will probably make one during the live, I'm sure. How are you doing there? I think the hook, you know what, Emma, if you switched over and used this, this is a 4.5. If you switched over and used one of these hooks, I think you would find it easier. I'm going to find Emma a 4.
I think this is a 4. This one is a 4.
Yeah, but that's a wood one. She's using a wood hook right now. I think the streamline would be better for her because she has found, you're using a different yarn.
And I'm using the Ultra.
She was using the Wool of the Andes, which is a yarn that I absolutely love. I use it all the time, but this is how, everybody has a different opinion sometimes on yarn. So she's found it's been catching quite a bit for her. She is a beginner, and it could be the combination of the hook. So that's another tip. Sometimes it's switching hooks. And I told her that. I'm like, Emma, try the streamline. But also I find the Odysseys can be better for not catching. The hook style is a little bit different. So she may want to try that next if she's finding that she's catching her yarn. An Odyssey, which size is this Odyssey? I think it's not the right size for you. You need a G. Yeah, so see how that one works, and then I can always find her another hook. Switching your hook, that's sometimes all you need to do if you're struggling with a yarn. Some yarns just work better with different hooks. So that is, I'm going to keep going through your questions. So if you have any questions about the crochet along, if you have any questions about any of the patterns, make sure to just pop those in the comments and we'll try to work through all of that. So the next few days, you're supposed to be working on the puff stitch mitten, get as many made as you can. And then Monday, the little puff stitch stocking will come out. And then we've got 2 more patterns after that. So we're having fun working through all this. And thank you again so much, guys, for all of your engagement in the group. We love seeing all of your colors, all of your yarn choices. Everything has been so much fun to see everybody's work. It's been great. We love the engagement. Keep it up. Okay, so someone has here, not a fan of the puff stitch. Yes, maybe you're doing it right. Maybe you're not doing it right. I've written out the description as well as showing you the visual in the video. So if it's easier to kind of read through, Emma has that posted in the blog post under the special stitches section. So I have it written out how to do it, plus the visual with the YouTube tutorial. But it is, I think it is a practice. I believe when I first started crocheting, like, and this would be several years ago now, the puff stitch being a bit tricky for me to get the hang of at the start. Like, I remember thinking, how do they get all, like, how do you pull, why do they make it look so easy? You know, you're watching someone and you see their hook just glide through, and then you do it and you're struggling and you're trying to figure out what you're doing wrong, why it's not working. But it really is that pulling up on the hook and making sure it's nice and loose. And then once you get the rhythm for it, you're good to go. Let me see here what, okay, so we have a comment here. I keep my yarn loose, yet I get tangled within the strands, but I think it has to do with the yarn I'm using. Simply Soft. I love the sheen of it, but I get tangled with those with the, and that almost could be similar to what Emma's struggling with Wool of the Andes. Sometimes if it's not a real tight twist, you can catch those loops. So maybe try a different hook. That could be the key for you, is to try a different hook and see if it works better for you. If you have an Odyssey, try an Odyssey, or even just any other hooks in your stash, and just see if one works better than the other, and make sure you're tugging up. And the yarn, you may even just want to try a different yarn. You don't want to, like, if it's getting frustrating, even that's what Emma said, she was frustrated with the Wool of the Andes, so she came over and got different yarn. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, use whatever yarn that is working. And because these patterns, you know, the gauge isn't super important. You just may get a little bit bigger mitten, you might get a little bit smaller mitten, but really I think anyone can make it work. I've noticed some people commenting that they used a worsted, their mitten came out bigger, and they're just using it for gift cards or another use for it. So just use whatever yarn seems to be working best for you. The important thing is to enjoy it and have fun making them. You don't want to be all stressed and frustrated when you're doing this. Yes, and it will. By the time you get all your mittens done, you'll have it down pat. And by the time you get to the little stocking, which will be a little bit more difficult, still not difficult, but by the time you get to the stocking, you'll have your puff stitch down and you'll be able to make this cute little adorable stocking. So this is interesting. So do you have a pattern for a big stocking with puff stitch? Guess what? I'm working on one. So I'm super excited to come out with that later. It may be December before it comes out, but I have made one in bulky yarn, and it works up so fast. I made it in one night, which is cool. So I will give you like a little sneak peek of the yarn that I've used. Cozy Wool. Oh, the lighting, guys, sorry, it's bad.
Whoa.
I know it's bad. I actually have a new computer, so I'm excited once it comes to see if my camera is supposed to be a lot better on it. So hopefully we can get maybe some better lighting too, and get these lives looking a little better for you guys. But Cozy Wool is a Loops and Threads brand from Michaels. So I will be doing a stocking in this, but any super bulky yarn would work. And it's a super quick pattern that's going to be coming out. So it will match this little set. But it will be done in the super bulky, and you can make a stocking in a night, which, you know, is amazing. So that is coming. Someone else said all about keeping your loops loose. Yes, it is. And you will, once you catch on to it, I promise you, you will love it. You will be obsessed with the stitch like me and start making, I want to make everything in the puff stitch. It's so much fun. Okay, so I just sent puff stitch beanie to my little niece. It was mohair blend and 2.5 millimeter. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a small hook, but I'm sure it was beautiful. I'm sure it was beautiful in the mohair. A labor of love, that's for sure. Hi, MJ. Thanks for providing these lives. Quick question. How does the bobble stitch and the puff stitch differ? So the bobble stitch, so the puff stitch, you will, you pull up all those loops, you don't pull through. So I'm pretty sure the bobble, sometimes I even have to go look at my definitions to make sure I'm doing them. But the bobble, I'm pretty sure you pull through. So you yarn over and you pull through 2 of the loops, but keep the other ones on the hook. And then you go through, pull up, pull through 2. Whereas the puff, we're not pulling through anything. We're just going through, pulling up, going back through, pulling up, and then pulling through all of them. So I do have a tutorial. The bobble stitch, the bubble stitch tree. We could probably link that. I just shared a reel of it yesterday. I haven't made any this year. So again, like I go through so many things, even myself, I have to refresh my memory on all the stitches. But the bobble stitch, I have bobble stitch stocking. I have the bobble stitch trees. I have the bobble stitch baskets. So I have all of those video tutorials on YouTube. Plus now I'm getting into the puff stitch. Yeah, there's the bobble. Now those would be links to the actual pattern, but maybe if we link to YouTube for them, that might be the better. You just have to go to my Christmas. I'm telling them how to find everything. Go to the Christmas playlist, and that's how you find. That's it. That's a tip for you guys too. If you're looking for my patterns, I have a Christmas playlist on YouTube. So all of my Christmas patterns can be found under there. Plus on my blog, I have a heading for, if you go over to the side of the blog, I have it broken down like blankets, home decor, garments, and I have a Christmas crochet patterns. So then you can go through and you can find all of my Christmas patterns on the blog or YouTube. It's just a little tip to kind of find them quicker, and I have to go use them myself too. Your mother and daughter work is so cute to watch. I am so excited that Emma has chosen to pursue this and work with me, because I am so excited to have her, and I'm so excited to see what she's able to do in the future. We're just going to get her practicing, crocheting as much, learning as much as she can, and hopefully down the road she'll be able to design some of her own stuff too. But I am so excited to have her helping. My channels all like just keep growing. There's always so many comments, so many questions, and I really struggle to be able to get to everything, plus emails and all the stuff that comes with growing a business. So Emma's here to help me and post, so we can keep posting more regularly and showing you all of my content and patterns. So I'm really excited to have her helping with the blog writing, because that in itself is a big part of doing the pattern. So just kind of a little behind the scenes. So when I design a pattern, I have to do all the photography, all of that, format it into a nice, beautiful PDF, and then get it on the blog as well. So that just getting it on the blog and doing all that can take a day's work. So having Emma to help go through the pattern, transfer the information to the blog, help with all of that process, and then it's also uploading them to Ravelry, Etsy, Lovecrafts, Ribbler, all those places that we post them. So there's a lot of behind the scenes work, getting the YouTube video up, all the descriptions, so many little things that just take a lot of time, that having an assistant to help me with all of those details is amazing. So it's fun to have her join me. So this is my first time live on your channel. I made it time difference. Oh, that's exciting. I know so many people all over the world join me, and we're all in different time zones, so it can be a struggle. I may try to mix up the live times a little bit. I've done a couple now at 10, but maybe the next one we'll try to do later again if that works better for people. Another question I have for you guys is, the crochet alongs seem to be so popular. Everybody really, really enjoys the crochet alongs. If you have ideas of things that you would like me to do, we could even, now that I have Emma helping, we could even try to plan one a month or even every other month, do more crochet alongs. If there is stuff that you're interested in me doing, please let me know. Shoot me an email, comment on the video. Even if you have ideas for next Christmas, what you'd like to see. Like last year, I did the Merry Mini collection. I did 25 ornament patterns. This year, we're doing the Advent calendar. But if you have ideas of something you would like me to do next year, just let me know. And even for crochet alongs coming up, if you have ideas of things that you would like me to kind of go over more, us to work through together, like if there's a garment pattern or a blanket pattern, if you want me to do a particular project, just let me know, because I'm all for ideas and I want to give you guys what you're interested in seeing. So I'm just going to keep, oh, and Nana's on, Emma. Nana commented, "Good morning, girls. So nice to see you on with your mom, Emma." So she won't be able to love your pattern. So Joanne is my husband's mom. So that's Nana to my kids. Yeah, we just love Nana. And Nana is a knitter. She does crochet as well. She's not as experienced, but a beautiful, beautiful knitter. And she used to knit all kinds of sweaters for her kids when they were little, like all of the beautiful color work patterns. I'm not a knitter myself, so I just am always blown away by different arts, and knitting is a beautiful art as well as crochet. And yeah, and Nana sews too. Nana's a beautiful seamstress. So all of the crafts are so fun, and yeah, the talent out there is amazing. I saw the beautiful crochet snowman throw blanket the other day. Looking forward to learning all these new stitches. Crochet snowman throw blanket. I wonder if that's from a different designer. Not sure about that one. Do you know, Emma? Maybe something from Brianna, potentially, because she does a lot of those different color work. Let's see. Thank you. Is the alpaca wool blend yarn good for puff? These puff stitch mini projects, or will it work up too small? The alpaca wool blend. So just let me know exactly what the name of the yarn is you're referring to, just so I know for sure which one you're talking about that. So if you can pop another question in. I think I've actually almost got through all of the questions. Let me go back through and see if I missed anything. Upcycle alpaca band. Okay, so that is new, I believe, from, wonder if I have some of it here. I'm just looking as to where I put my new yarns. I do not see it. Let me just go over here and look. The upcycle. Oh, here it is. I thought I had it on. I'm going to just sit those down there for now. Okay, the upcycle. This is beautiful. I think, now there is a worsted weight, and this worsted weight looks like it could be very, very similar to the DK. I'm just comparing, and this is, again, guys, why all of these yarns are not created equal. I would say that the upcycle alpaca worsted would be a great substitute. And this green is beautiful. There's also a sport weight, and you could use the sport weight. It's just going to come out a little bit smaller, which would be fine, too. I think if they're a little bit smaller, I think honestly it would be okay. It just depends on how many treats you want to get in there. But yeah, these are great. I got a couple samples. I haven't worked anything up with them yet, but it's actually really, really beautiful. And it has a really nice tight weave, so it probably won't catch a lot, Emma. So you actually may like some of this green. Emma might use some of that green and see how it works up.
Yeah.
Okay, the bobble tree is set to a private video. It shouldn't be. The bobble tree should be, did you link it, Emma? The bobble trees?
Yeah, I went to the profile and I took the video.
I'm just seeing what Emma's doing here. Oh, no, that is, that is the, that's the striped mitten. So did you take the wrong link?
Easy bobble stitch pattern, Christmas stocking.
Yeah, so share that link right there.
Oh, I just did up there.
No, share that one and copy. So she maybe just copied the wrong link.
I just copied from up in the...
Yeah, I think she copied one of the Advent ones that isn't released yet. That's why. Okay, so
how did that even happen?
I don't know. Sometimes technology. So she's going to go put the correct link in there for you. This is a good question right here. Do you think you will ever use up all of your yarn stash? Never, never. I will never will. Plus, I keep filling it as soon as, you know, like it seems like as soon as I work through, I just order more and fill it up again. There's just so much yarn I want, right? So yeah, I'll never fill it up. Emma's going to start working through. I do have some yarns that are discontinued, so I probably won't design with them. So Emma will just come and start working through my stash now, won't you, Emma?
Yeah.
I'll give her all of the yarns that I can't design with anymore so she can have fun playing.
I'm using now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have a lot of sugar bush yarn and it's all discontinued now, so
I just lost.
But it's all beautiful, high quality, good yarn, so it's we don't want it to go to waste, so we definitely can still make some good stuff with it. Okay, let's keep going through. She has the Rage Grass Green. Oh, I wonder what this one is called. Let me look at it. This is limited edition as well. So I have the grass, which is a beautiful, it would actually, this color would go perfect with my set. I didn't end up adding a green into my set, but this one, Emma, would look really, really good. Oh, she wants me to post. Okay, Sandy, we will post the favorite yarns. So Emma will kind of go through, what you can do, Emma, is go to my share a sale and you can go through the links that I already have because a lot of the yarns will be in there. I'm going to get her to look up that for you, Sandy.
No, Mom, it's not giving me the correct link. It's the wrong one again.
Someone said they'll never, yeah, and it's...
The link that I just put in isn't working either.
Oh.
It took me back to that other pattern again.
Emma seems to be struggling with the link, so I may have to help you out with that. So I will, let me see here. Do some, oh, no, I don't want to do that. This is why it's not good for me to do this when I'm on it, because now I have a video playing, and who knows where it's coming from.
Oh, no.
Oh, here it is. I'm playing another video now. Oh, dear. So for some reason, Emma's not getting the correct bobble tree link. So I'm going to try to get the bobble tree in here for you guys because it is a very, very popular pattern. So everyone loves making the bobble Christmas trees. So I am going to...
I have the bobble Christmas trees. I don't have the bobble stocking.
Well, the bobble stocking is not...
The big bobble stocking. Oh.
It's not available yet.
Oh.
So you did get the bobble trees?
Then what was the big stocking? I thought it
the bobble trees. Oh, the bobble tree.
Crochet Christmas stocking, easy bobble stitch pattern.
So that's the one that you're not able to get?
That's the one that I keep trying to link.
Okay. She's trying to link, I guess, the bubble
Okay.
stocking. So she has the bubble tree working. Sorry for
I
all the
think so.
confusion, guys. Let me see here. My Christmas. I'm going to go to all my Christmas
Okay, Mom,
patterns.
I think I got it.
You got it? I
Maybe.
think she thinks she has it now, so I don't have to try to sort that out. Now, I could go in to get some links for you guys, though, on my favorite yarns.
Except I've lost the live video.
It's all right. But we will get those posted. We will get those posted for you guys. I have so many, though. You know it's hard for me to pick out favorite yarns. See the ones that I use the most, and then you'll know. Another yarn actually that I really, really love for a super bulky is Lion brand Woolies Thick and Quick. So the bobble trees are made, I guess I love it because it's so quick, and I love their color range. They have so many nice colors. Let me see if I have any behind me. I don't think I do. I don't think I have any handy, but the Woolies Thick and Quick by Lion brand, I love it. I use it in a lot of my bulky projects. But then the cozy wool is pretty nice too. The cozy wool from Michaels is one of the first super bulky yarns I started working with, because Michaels, where I am, is the main store where we can buy yarn. So yeah, so cozy wool was one of the first yarn. I used to make a lot of my hats in cozy wool. But if you don't like wool, then you're not going to like these yarns. So this is a 50% wool, 50% acrylic. So a good acrylic super bulky would be your Bernat Softy Chunky, or let me think of what. Oh, I really like, a new one that I really like is Titan from Mary Maxim. I may have some of that here. I'm gonna grab you that. Okay, so Titan is a bulky weight, but I find it is very, very similar to Bernat Softy Chunky. So it's probably a little bit of a heavier bulky weight to a thinner super bulky weight, kind of in between, I would say. So it's really nice, and it has lots of nice colors as well. So I started working with this. I made the men's cardigan in this yarn. And it's a 100% acrylic yarn. So if you don't like wool, it's another good option. So let me see if I am going to link for you Brava Tweed. And from that link, you can find all of the Bravas, Sandy. So I'm going to pop that in for you. So that's my affiliate link, and that goes to Brava Tweed. So that's one of my favorites. I'm going to link Palette for you as well, which is the yarn of the sweater that I'm wearing. So if you wanted to make this sweater or the Waffleicious cardigan, and for garments, it's a really, really nice, and they have, I'm going to say a million shades. It's not a million, but it's a lot. They have so many colors to choose from. You'll just go through them all and be like, what color am I going to pick? Another yarn that we talked about today, I'm going to link it because why not? Feels like butter. Like, so if you like that sweater that Emma's wearing, the striped one, this is the yarn that I'm talking about. So I'm going to link it for you as well, because you got to try it. And you can find like similar yarns probably in most of your stores. Michael's has something similar. Cotton cream, I think, it's something like that. I just bought some of it recently because I want to make something baby in it, because if it's a perfect yarn for babies. It's so soft, it's so nice. Okay, let's see. Tweed. I'm just seeing if I have any of the other yarns in here. Here's Starlit. That's the worsted weight I was telling you about that I really love from Mary Maxim. And you'll already have the link for the Mellow Spun DK. So I'm going to put that in there for you. I forgot to put the name. The Michaels Feels Like Butter is the baby rainbow. Okay, yeah, it's really nice. I'm gonna definitely use it for some projects because I love this sweater. So comfortable, isn't it, Emma?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's enjoying it. Okay. Here's the Okay, so I think I've gone through most of the messages. So if you have any other questions, make sure to pop them in. So let's just do a quick, I guess, overview again of the crochet along. So the reason why I'm here today is to talk about the MJ's Merry Advent Calendar crochet along. So it's happening from started November 10th. We're only 7 days in and goes to November 30th. So the crochet along is just to get you ready for Advent. So you have your calendar ready for December 1st to hang up, fill with all of your treats. So in the description of this video, I have the sign up link if you want to sign up to make sure you get all the emails to get the supply list. You can sign up. You don't have to sign up. The event is free to join. All of the patterns are free on my blog. Plus they have a YouTube video on my YouTube channel. And there is the option to buy the ebook, which is $10 US, and it includes all 6 patterns. And it's on Etsy and Ravelry. And the links are in the description of this video as well. So there is the option to buy if you want the nice printable copy, but you can join along for free on the blog and YouTube. You just need to sign up to the blog to view those patterns for free. And I just want to explain again to everyone, just a little tip on that. I am having my website redone. I know I have had some complaints about its user friendliness and the sign up confusion. So I am getting the website redone in December. I'm starting to work with a designer in December. So what happens is there is a sign up. There's that pink bar at the top of my website with a sign up. That is not for the blog. That is for video courses or kits that people had purchased in the past. So that has nothing to do with the blog, but I know that that can be confusing. The shop portion of my site will be eliminated once I get a new website. We won't have that anymore. So that won't add to the confusion. You sign up through Grow, and that is how you view the blog post as well as how you do social shares, how you favor. So when you're scrolling down the blog, when you get to the pattern portion, it's going to kind of be blacked out and say, sign up here for free for this exclusive content to that effect. So you will then click on the sign up for free button and Grow will pop up, and then you'll be able to put an email in, select a password, and then that will unlock. It will allow you to be able to do the social sharing. Also, if you see the little teal heart with the little dotted line thing, you can click on that and that can get you into your account as well. So once I've signed up, I'm always signed in. So every time I go to my blog, I'm already signed in. So unless I've like cleared my cache or, erased maybe all my history or something, I'm always signed up. So I always can view my blog post when I go in. So you shouldn't have to keep doing it every time. But
it's like that for mine too with my email.
Yeah. So if for some reason you've cleared all of your cache and whatnot, and then it may come back up for you. But normally once you've signed up, you're signed up for good. So my tip would be just please don't try to sign in to like the little cart button. Like that's just for the shop. So that's just for if you've purchased video tutorials on my site. The blog itself is when you're on the blog post and you scroll, you see that exclusive content, or you see the little heart, the little teal heart on the side. That's where you're gonna sign up for, and it will be through Grow, which is a plugin that's on my website. It's completely safe. If you click on an ad or something else, that's different, but Grow is part of the website. It's a plugin that's part of the website that helps to do all of the social aspect of the blog. So there's just a little bit tidbits on that to make sure if anyone has got locked out of my website, because what that is happening to some people because they keep trying to sign into the shop portion of my website. If you've been blocked out, just contact me with your IP address, because that's how I can unblock you from my site. So what happens is you enter wrong passwords a few times. I think it then will block you out of the website. But I'm getting all this figured out, and hopefully we'll have a nice, beautiful website soon for you, which I'm excited about to have. It's been the same website for several years now, so I'm hoping to get a nice new look and maybe make things not as I know the pop-ups can be frustrating, and getting them to be a little bit more user-friendly. I'm not super techie on that end of things and how to change stuff. So working with a designer to help me with getting the website to be user-friendly for you guys, so you can have fun just viewing those blog posts and whatnot. So thanks so much for joining me this morning, guys. I've got lots going on today, so I have to get going, but join the community group. You can ask all of your questions there. You can share your pictures. That's where all the fun with the crochet along is happening, is in the Facebook community group. If you don't have Facebook though, it's okay. You can still follow along on YouTube. I'm sending out emails every time the new pattern is released. So sign up for the email and you will get those notifications when the new one. Oh, Emma's struggling with the puff stitch. Let's all have a good little chuckle with her. She has got that so tight. There is no way that hook is going through. She's got that. Oh, do not break the hook. Whatever you do, break the hook. And now she's going to struggle, like I told you guys, to get all of those loops even off the hook will be a struggle at this point. Keep that puff stitch loose, guys. Yeah, Emma's may not like the puff stitch mitten after this. We'll see. So the next live, we can see if Emma was able to make a puff stitch mitten and how it turned out. But I would love to hear you guys chatting about that in the Facebook group, and see how your puff stitch and your mittens are going. That's really funny. I'm glad I looked over there while I was over to see her puff stitch attempt. So thanks so much, guys, for joining us. I'll be back again Monday morning for us to chat about the next stocking release. So make sure to join the Facebook group and sign up and follow along. All right, guys, have an awesome day.